My next guest takes on Patrick Cummins coming up here at UFC Fight Night 128 on April 21st. It is Corey Anderson joining me here on the program. Corey, how are you?
I'm good, James. How about yourself?
I'm doing very well, man. It's good to talk to you. Now, are you just heading to practice now, or where am I catching you today?
I actually just got done with my eye exams, got my eyes dilated. This is why I got the sunglasses on. I'm trying not to look at the screen. If I look above the phone, I can see fine, but I look at the screen, it get blurry. So.
Okay, no worries. I was thinking you're trying to be cool and everything, but you actually have a good excuse this time. So.
Nope. I'm just trying to keep them going blind. But
Excellent. Now, one thing, kind of where I wanted to start this, I saw that you were tweeting this past weekend about your teammate, Deana Bennetts. She got the win at Invicta. How cool was that, seeing her get the win, and just how much does that kind of boost you up for your fight?
I mean, that's great. I'm super happy for her. Through her camp and my camp, we carpool together every Thursday down to Henzo Gracie's to spar down there. Bigger guys for me, more girls for her. Every week we talk about game plans. We always set a goal, what we wanted to achieve for this camp. But every sparring session, like, I would ask her, what's your goals for today? And she would ask the same for me. Then on the way home, we would talk to see if we accomplish those goals, what we need to do better the next week or the next sparring session. I helped her a little bit with her wrestling because her style is similar to mine. Throw punches just to keep the hands busy, to make their hands go up so she can get in for her wrestling takedowns. So to help her and having her a new part of the team and helping her like the people here in New Jersey helped me so much. It was great to watch her and see her go out there and do exactly what she said she wanted to do in this fight. She did the game plan we talked about every week. She did exactly what she said she wanted to, which was very happy for me to see. And my wife, we sat there and watched, was really happy for her.
That's great. Who controls the music when you guys carpool? Is that you or her?
Me. She got some weird. Well, if you've seen her post-fight interview, you can only imagine the kind of stuff she listened to. She's just a weird person, but love her to death. She's a good girl, real laid back, and glad to be a part of her team.
And she's a big hockey fan too. Did that rub off on you in any way?
No, it didn't rub off on me, but we've talked about it. Okay. She's a hockey person, a dog person. She's got a lot of interesting traits that she likes to do and things about it that a lot of people don't know.
Yeah. No, she's an awesome person. I got to speak with her before her last fight. Definitely one of a kind as far as her personality. But it's been a while since we've seen you in the cage. You haven't fought since October. We're talking about a fight here in April. Did you want this much time off, or were you looking to get in there a little bit sooner?
I actually wanted this time off. I was had a lot going on, a lot of hunts going on. I'm a big hunter. And after that last fight, I jumped in the hunting season full swing. I was in the tree stand every morning, every night. A lot of hunting trips with my father, hunting trips with like wounded warriors and things I'd already put aside from a while ago. So I wanted to get everything out the way. I'm the type, if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to do it 100%. So I didn't want to be half hunting, half training. It was all hunting, and now I'm all training. So hunting season's over. We're all about this fight game again. And when hunting season come back around, I'll probably take that couple months or whenever it is to do my hunting, and then I get back into the gym again.
So I live up here in Toronto, Canada, and I got to ask, have you done any hunting up in Canada? Because I know, that's one of the things we're known for.
I'm actually coming to Vancouver Island, I believe that's Canada, in May 28th. I'm doing a black bear hunt out there, me and my father. So.
Oh, cool. Okay, you'll love it up there. Have you ever been there before?
Nope.
Okay. It'll probably rain, but you don't have to worry about it being too cold, because Vancouver's kind of like California. It's just got rain and sunshine. There's no in between.
All right, well, I'm looking forward to that one.
Of course, last time we saw you was against Ovince Saint Preux at UFC 217, and I know things didn't go your way in that fight, but you always learn more from a loss than a win. What did you sort of take away from that fight?
I learned a lot from that fight. I was the one good positive thing I learned is I'm right there. I can't say at the top because now I'm ranked 10th and OSP ranked 8th, but I'm up there with some of the top elite guys. He went 5 rounds with John Jones. He's fought some of the top. He's been main event. And, I don't care what people say or what you said, all the way up until that point where I got caught with the head kick, I was winning the fight, dictating the pace, dominating the grappling exchanges, taking them down, keeping them on the cage. And then the positive, negative part that I learned for myself is that I got to be more disciplined, to the fact where I get comfortable sometimes where I forget, not the game plan, but I forget the basics. The basics of keeping your hands up. When you're going with a southpaw, you don't go to the right. Keep your right hand high, stay to the left, because if I go to the right, I'm moving into his power. Certain things like that. So I'm just learning a lot from that. I also figured out I need to do kickboxing. I started with a kickboxing team out of Rufus Sport, but I wasn't there long enough to pick up the kickboxing style and learn. And then when I came out here to Jersey with Mark Henry and Frankie Edgar, they're a big, heavy wrestling-based team, which is great for me. And their movement is great as well because I started off a smaller light heavyweight in the division. So all of that, it worked to get me to where I am now. But now it just showed me after that fight, it's just other things I got to work on. I got to work on my kickboxing. I got to work on my hands up. I got to work on my movement, my fakes, different things that's gonna pay dividends and help me get that belt around my waist because I did enough to get to where I am now. But now it's time to just make those changes, tweak those little things, and figure out how to be the best Corey Anderson I can be. I can't go out there and fight like Frank Edgar anymore. I can't go out there and want to be like Anderson Silva like I wanted to as a kid. I can't be out there and want to do what Edson does. I have to go out there and do what Corey Anderson can do best. What is it that I do? Figure out how to put it all together, master one, mesh it together, be one great mixed martial artist for Corey Anderson. Because everybody else is built and trains a little different than me. So now it's my time to do my thing.
And, of course, you're supposed to take on Patrick Cummins on that card. Now you get to fight him here. Were you happy about that, or were you hoping for a different opponent?
No, I wanted him. I've wanted him since I got in the UFC. After I won the Ultimate Fighter, he commented on somebody, John Anik, announced, I can't remember what fight card it was, but he announced, I think it was actually when Frank Edgar fought Cub Swanson the first time. He announced, John Anik announced Patrick Cummins. They talked to Patrick Cummins, and he called Corey Anderson out. He wanted to fight Corey Anderson after his win at the Ultimate Fighter and prove something, or whatever he said. And I responded back that night and told him, I'm your Huckleberry. You want it? Let's go. And my manager, Ali, was saying, not yet. His time will come. We got other things we need to worry about. We're going to take these fights that's coming right now, and then when that time comes for Pat, he'll get what's coming to him. Then he was supposed to get what's coming to him in October, and then I don't care what people say. You say it's an infection in his leg, whatever it is. He pulled out from the fight 4 weeks ahead of time. You know, you got plenty of time to get infections. I've had staph in my leg, my arm, all kinds of stuff from rusty nails or whatever. You get the right medicine, it's out within a week. You could have come back and took that fight. And the other mindset is like, I got that loss from OSP because he bagged out. You know, so now I got to take that on him as well. I got a lot of hostility towards Pat. You know, after he called me out, then we seen each other at the Newark card a while ago, and he tried to, like, say hi and be friendly like he didn't say anything. You know, I'm not that type of person. I'm not fake. If you're going to have something to say the same thing when you see me in my face. So when we meet up on April 21st, you know, it's about time. It's time for him to get what's his.
And who are some of your main training partners that are helping you get ready for this fight?
This fight, I've pulled in a lot of big wrestlers, you know, because everybody knows Pat is a heavy wrestler. You know, he throws hands, but not really with bad intentions. He throws hands to get in like he hand fighting like wrestling. So I brought guys in like Jamil Jones, who was a two-time national champ. He trained out in Idaho. We got David Branch, because he worked in his wrestling really well. His jiu-jitsu, third-degree black belt. Rex Harris, another wrestling buddy of mine. I got this other kid, Duke Sherwood or whatever. He comes down from Connecticut. He was a D1 wrestler. I just got a lot of heavy wrestler guys coming in, guys that Nick Catone has at his gym that wrestle. Some of Frankie Edgar's friends, some guys that wrestle at Rutgers just do wrestling drills with. Nick Catone himself, who was a D1 wrestler, set a lot of takedown records. Super explosive guys like that that's going to constantly push the pace and shoot on me in sparring and drilling, and making me counter back on shots and defending shots and working my shots as well, being on key with keeping my hands up and putting them both together at the same time.
And this fight's a couple weeks away. Has the weight cut process started already for you, or will that happen closer to fight time?
This is the first week I'm starting to like eat cleaner to get my weight down a little bit, but the weight cut won't start till the last 2 weeks. You know, we got this week 4 out, so I just wanted to get my weight down probably 4 or 5 pounds, and then I'll stay there until mid-second week, and then that last week would be the last hard part.
Okay. Is there anything on the Corey Anderson cheat meal list that you can't have during training camp that you really miss?
Nah, I'm pretty disciplined. I don't eat too crazy. The one thing I eat that's my guilty pleasure is gummy bears. And even when I was a college wrestler, and even when I first started fighting, I was eating them all the time. I think I ate them all the way up until fight day, up until like 3 fights ago. So now I'm just trying to, about 6 weeks out, I stopped eating those. But other than that, I eat the same things over and over.
That's great. How do you see this fight playing out on April 21st? You're going to get your hand raised, otherwise you wouldn't have taken the fight, but how do you sort of see it unfolding?
I would see him panicking after he takes a couple shots and see he can't get me down like he does with normal people. He's going to eat these hands. He's going to pay for everything he said, every thought he ever had. He's going to rethink it all. And April 21st, I will have my hand raised in dominant fashion.
And if you get the win here against Cummins, what's sort of next for you after this? Are you looking for sort of a quick turnaround, or do you want to maybe take some more time off?
Well, I just got married in February. So
congrats.
We got married when I was in fight camp. So, that kind of put the honeymoon thing on hold. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the honeymoon. Like I said, I got that hunt. Then right after that is back to the drawing board. Whatever's next, I'm ready whenever. I don't see myself needing to take too much time off anymore. I was taking the time off, a lot of time between fights to develop. Like I said, I hadn't really developed. I've only been fighting 4 years, and here I am ranked in the top 10. I'm 10 fights deep in the UFC already. Being in the UFC after 3 fights, I didn't really have time to go to basic classes and learn a lot. So that's the reason why I took so much time off before, because I needed to get in with different coaches, different gyms, and learn things I didn't know, get a grasp, and understand some things. Now that I kind of got a grasp and understand a lot of it, the rest of it will come with fight experience. You gain, Coach or Professor Ricardo Almeida told me before, you gain, every fight you have, you gain like 3 to 4 months experience, it seems like. So now I just need to gain that experience with these fights. I'm at a spot where I'm always going to fight top guys, ranked guys, tough guys. I won't get any easy fights anymore. So now it's just about smart fights, the right fights, and doing what I got to do to get to the belt.
Where are you guys going for your honeymoon? Have you figured that out yet?
We was going to go to Greece, and she changed it yesterday. Oh, Spain. We was talking
nice.
Some place in Spain she's going now. So I hope she hurry up and make a final decision on where, so we can get this all paid for before the prices skyrocket.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
Happy wife, happy life. She's been doing all this for me through fight camp, staying. She doesn't bother me about much right now, but after the fight, it's her time. She deserves it.
And speaking of time, I want to thank you for the time today, Corey. It was really great getting a chance to talk to you, man. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours, sir.
All right, you guys can find me on Instagram at CoreyA_MMA. That's COREY, the letter A_MMA. Same handle on Twitter, Facebook, Corey Anderson. And you got my fan page, Corey Overtime Anderson. I want to thank all my sponsors from Eat Clean Bro, Apollo Nutrition, keeping my nutrition right, keeping me healthy and fueled up, in or out of camp. My buddies over at Aces and Arrows out in Las Vegas is always helping me hook up with archery equipment that I need and keeping me shooting my bow there. All my local family and companies back home, H&S Roofing, my father's company, always been supportive. Jerry's Automotive, always been supportive. Vertical Roofing, those guys has been around since I was a kid that supported me in wrestling all the way till now. Bulldog and Barbell, All-Star Sports Academy, Ricardo Almeida's, Nicatones, Dante Rivera's, and the list can go on. And so many people that support me, Health Fusion Wellness, for always keeping me in the cryotherapy chamber and my muscles twitching the way they should. Everybody, Lynx Wrestling, my old college that still supports me, lets me come back and wrestle with those guys. Like I said, the list can go on. There's so many people, it's hard to remember them all off the top of your head. But just want everybody to know I'm thankful for all the help, everything, the support, the words, the positive vibes, the instructor, the positive criticism that's going to help me go on, and the instructions from all my coaches, teachers, and professors that's going to help me grow to be a better fighter. All my teammates and training partners, thank you all. April 21st is go time.